There was a decision, a pipeline decision that, in any other week would be our probably lead topic. Gary, can you tell us about the pipeline decision that came down from the National Energy Board yesterday? Just broad strokes, quick broad strokes.
Yeah, so we're talking the Trans Mountain Pipeline expansion, Kinder Morgan's pipeline expansion to Burnaby from Edmonton, tripling the capacity of that line if it's approved. The NEB approved it with 157 conditions.
157 kVA.
That seems like a lot of. Is that a lot of conditions for a pipeline approval?
I think it's fewer than Northern Gateway.
Yeah.
But the reality is, back in the day, the NEB had the final word. It ain't got the final word anymore, right? This is like the beginning of a whole other process. It's going to go on for God knows how long, probably another year.
And there'll be a response from the federal government in December. That's the timeline right now.
In December?
Yeah.
That's really far away.
I mean, the mayor of Burnaby was on As It Happens last night, assuring everyone that he will personally chain himself and stand in front of the bulldozers to stop this from happening. So,
that's not promising.
No, the political cell in British Columbia and in the Lower Mainland, in some ways, Trans Mountain is the easiest pipeline to get approved because it's twinning an existing route. So you're not having to dig up and disturb, a whole new footprint. But when you get to the end, tripling capacity means tripling the size of the tanker farm at the end. It means more tanker traffic. And so, it's fine for the NEB to say that the economic benefits outweigh the environmental risks. And if you're sitting in Alberta, that seems like a very logical argument. If you're sitting in Burnaby, not so much.
Graham, what was the reaction at the legislature to that approval? I mean, was there dancing in the fountain? There just isn't enough dancing in the fountain.
There isn't enough dancing in that fountain. They're happy, but they're being cautious. And I think Paul is right. They know it's nice to get this, but the political fight, it's changed so much in the last decade in terms of before it was the federal government makes the final decision. Now you got provinces stepping in the way. You got towns and cities along the way. Of course, First Nations, a very important piece of this, will be an issue as well if they say, and they are saying right now, no in many fronts. And the thing about Kinder Morgan and Paul, again, it's a good point. A lot of this pipeline has been twinned already through Alberta, the national park. This thing runs through Jasper. And it was twinned, but nobody raised a peep when it was twinned. But that was years ago, and of course now it's into BC, and I think that the government here knows the political fight is just beginning.